Hey guys, what's up? So I know it's been a while since I've done a technical analysis video, but today we're gonna do. Okay, I've been practicing this. Alida, Van Daalen. I can't pronounce her name. She is a Dutch Olympic discus thrower. Um, she just threw in the Olympic Games in Paris 2024. She has a best in discus of 66 meters, 31 centimeters, shot put 18 meters, 32 meters. That's outdoors, and in indoors, a shot put PR of 1866 meters. So, very good. Very, very good. Very consistent, too. Just to read off some of her accomplishments. Before that, she is 6'2". There's no weight listed, but, she's on the smaller size. She's tall. Very good wingspan. Just perfectly built for discus. And she is one of my favorite technicians in the modern era right now. In just about men or women. But especially women, obviously, because, she's a woman. I think more people need to start trying to throw a lot more like her. She is such a beautiful technician. She is a Florida Gator. She just won the NCAA. Oh no, sorry. She was got second at NCAA's this year at discus, and just to read some of her other accomplishments, Olympian. Didn't make the final, sadly, but, first Olympics. Even just making the Olympics at her age is really good. Still in college, too. Just amazing. Also, European under-23 champion in shot put and discus. European under-20 champion in discus, and then 2 silver medals in that too. One in shot put, one at discus. And then a European U18 silver medalist in discus, and then bronze in shot. Just so consistent. Whenever she's facing people around her level, she consistently performs top 5 plus. Just so consistent when she throws. Just beautiful technique. And honestly, a lot of Dutch throwers have very, very nice technique. And yeah, she's overall one of my favorite technicians nowadays. And I think, I'm making this video because I want to show her a little more appreciation and just highlight her a little more because, not that she's getting disrespected or anything, at least I hope not, but I just love to see these new young throwers showing consistency and actually performing when it matters, and just, killing it. And I hope to see her have a long career. But, yeah. I think, you know what? I am going to make this an underrated thrower video because I think she is underrated just because I don't think a lot of people actually know her. And I think she's underrated simply just because, she hasn't been competing for like medals and like, European championships or like worlds or Olympics and stuff. But the fact that she's already made Olympics, I'm assuming she's going to make the world's team this year. She's just going to get better and better and better, barring injury. I hope she never gets injured, as I do for every athlete. But, she's so young and so good already. The sky's the limit for her. I think eventually, in a couple years or so, she could probably start getting on that 70-meter plus mark. But she is so consistent over 60, so consistent around like 64, 63. And that's the mark, I think, of a really good technician. So we're just going to watch this. I got this off her Instagram. I can't find just a normal video of her just going just regular speed. That's, not behind a net or from really far away or something. But this is the best we're going to get. But this is just some training throw. This is right here, conference week. So this is the week before conference. So, she's peaked pretty nice right now. Really dialed into her technique. and I'm just going to, it's slow-mo, and then it speeds up to the end. But as you can see, just so good, so good. But let's get this in. Let's break this down. So she starts really nice here. Oh, let me get a different line. There. Okay. So she starts a little way over the right. That's fine. Especially at someone at her level. God, her wingspan is insane. Which, I mean, that's one of the reasons she throws discus so far. But as you can see, when she winds, stops this right foot and allows the arm to continue. So let me back that up just a little. So really controlled here, super nice and level here. Always bend in the left knee. Really good. Turns, keeps the left arm inside the left knee. Me personally, that's just a preference. Maybe she has problems pulling out the back. It's a lot safer to do that. Me personally, I like to use my left arm. I like to teach, and I like to use my left arm just a little bit more. But that's just me. Well, it's not just me. A lot of people do that. But yeah, she is doing a really good job of this. Another person that did this really well was Gert Cantor. In terms of the left arm staying inside the left knee. But what I really like here is that she is so patient here, keeping this right foot grounded until, let's see, right there. So a little bit past 90 degrees with her left foot. And then it goes out and around. So super wide sweep here. Very nice. So she really actually does a lot of what like Gert Cantor used to do. So keep the left arm inside the left knee. And then once you get here, then she starts to open up with that left to clear out her right side. And it allows her to turn better instead of just keeping the left arm there the entire time, because then it's hard to actually turn the hips in the middle. So this is a really safe and really consistent way to throw, is keep the left arm inside the left knee until you get to your South African or your sprint phrase, and then that's when you open up the left arm. But you notice the left arm never goes like over here or anything. It stays there. So she still holds the chest. She just clears the left arm to not inhibit the rotation of the right side into the middle. And basically what that means is that she's super controlled here. She's controlled through the entire throw, which is the mark of a good thrower, is that you're balanced the entire time. But what I mean by that is the left arm is over here. You see a lot of coaches and a lot of people try and say the left arm is needs to stay there. What that does though is it makes it super hard to actually rotate your hips in the middle. And you end up with the hips behind you and then being super upper body dominant. So I really like this. The left arm just stops here, and that allows your right side to fully rotate around without anything trying to block it or make it harder to rotate. So I really, really like that. And then she gets here. Really nice. I think she gets a little too much air time, so that might be an improvement. I would like a little bit more forward here, but she's such an athlete that she gets down really nice here. I just think it's just a little too high, and she could limit that and throw way further. Which, again, she's younger. She's young. She's still, I'm not saying she has perfect technique, but, she has pretty damn close. She is so good. Oh my God, I love her technique so much, which is why I'm making this video. But really nice here, keeping the discus behind her the entire time. And you notice she doesn't try and sprint off this left leg until her hips are facing the sector. All right. And then she goes. So now all her direction is going forward. All right. Into the direction where she's going to throw. Now she's super linear. It's still holding the arm there. Still holding the chest. Now she's bending the elbow, the left elbow. That's fine, because she's not like chicken winging it, or like she's not tensing up. is still very, very nice here. And I want you just to watch this catch position, because it's kind of insane. And really, this is a thing that women can do and men can do in like high school, or like anything other than a 2K really, but depending on your strength levels. But catch it this far. Now, I know a lot of people will say, oh, she's open though. Really, she's not. And the reason I say she's not is because the discus is so far behind her and her hips are already into the throw. All right. Now, well, okay, she's actually open a little bit. So her finish mechanics are like, they're okay. I've actually seen better from her. Again, this is a training throw. I've seen better finishes from her, especially with this right foot. Again, this is a training throw. But and the circle looks pretty wet, so that could also be why she's kind of tall a little bit, but that's what she usually throws like this. But really, really nice, really, really patient here. Gets that left foot down. What I don't like is that this right heel kind of stops and drops a little. And I think that causes her to open up like this, because I want that right foot to be continuous the entire time. So when you land, this right foot, so when the left foot lands, this right foot needs to be pointed there and your shoulder's still back. All right. Especially in discus. Shot put, maybe not. You can get away with it just a little bit, but in discus, you can't. So she is landing kind of open. But the thing is, her discus is so far back and she has so much patience that it kind of really doesn't. It does matter because it is taking distance off her throw, but she can still throw over 60 plus doing this, which is a testament to, one, just how good of a technician she is and how good her body control is, and just a testament to her feel for the discus, that she has the patience. Because normally if I see an athlete land in this position, that's going straight down this sector and she's going to be flying out the ring. But because she's an absolute beast, she has the patience to not do that. So that's very good on her, and a testament to why she's a 66-meter discus thrower. You have to have good technique to throw that. I don't care if you're a guy or a girl or whatever. You got to be able to have good technique to throw that far in discus. All right. But I don't really like this because I think she shifted just a little bit too much onto her left side and it took weight off her right side, but that's because this right foot just stopped. I know some people do this just to get patience and not open up too early, but the thing is, I think for her, she opened up too early with her left side because the right stopped. And when the right foot stopped and the right side stopped turning, the only thing that can really turn now is your left side. So she lands open, takes weight off her right, and she's not actually really working the ground. So all of this is kind of just momentum at this point. So like the top of the foot, like her toes are on the ground, and she's not actually working the ground really that well. Again, I've seen her do way better than this. This is just a random throw that I picked out. I don't even know how far this went. But the thing she does really well here is her block is fantastic, and her patience at the front as well. Because again, normally if someone was to just land like this, it's going straight down the right sector. But she has the patience and the soundness and technique to be able to still finish this all the way through. But her block is fantastic. So whole left side stops. Right heel a little bit off the ground, which is really good. Bent left arm, that's perfectly fine, especially in your block. And she just keeps holding that the entire time, and really nice. So let's see, left stop there, right replaced it. So she got a lot of her energy through the discus. Again, I know I'm being critical and stuff. I never said she has perfect technique. I think she has supremely good technique. I've seen her be better at the finish. staying grounded longer and really working the ground. But overall, especially her back to the middle mechanics are fantastic. Really, I really wouldn't change anything from like here to here, except she gets a little too much airtime, in my opinion at least. I think she needs to sweep a little bit more down and go a little bit more forward. Like, she is way too high in the air right here, which is, I think, another reason why her right side just stopped here. But overall, just fantastic. I mean, if I had a thrower who threw like this, I would be ecstatic. So, yeah, overall, just amazing technique, super consistent, and it's only up from here. Her coaches are doing a great job with her, and she'll, I hope, continue working with them and making improvements, and stuff. And, whenever I make critiques and stuff, I know some people are like, oh, you're being so mean. Not really. If anything, it's actually good that she has some problems in her technique, because that means once she fixes them, and again, this is all my opinion for what it's worth, once she fixes them, she's going to throw even further. And, again, she's only 23. Like, she has so much time to throw. Discus throwers, especially women, can throw forever. The discus is so light, it doesn't beat up your body nearly as much as like the other events, and you can just throw forever with discus. People throw discus until like their late 40s, and still throw far. Like, she has so much time to throw as far as I think she could, which is 70 plus, I think. I don't think that's even that outlandish to say. Just fix a couple things and shoot. But again, I've seen her do better at the front. But yeah, I said this more, all these critiques more for people watching the video that maybe struggle with this and don't know why they're landing open, because that's a very common problem, is that if the right foot stops, you're just going to land like this, when in reality, that from here, this right foot should be pointed that way, that left foot should already be down, and she should already be working the ground. But it's just a little mistimed, a little late, but that's fine. It's training, and she got silver at NCAA, so a lot of people can't say that. I know it's not the gold or whatever, but a lot of people can't say they got silver medals in anything, so let alone the NCAA finals. And I think she threw like 63, 64 or something, so she threw really good. And she's Olympian, and she's probably gonna make the world team. I hope she makes the world's finals, because I want to see her in the finals this year. But yeah, that's enough rambling out of me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, I know it's been such a long time since I've done one of these. I've been busy with my the 8 basic concepts of the hammer throw, which I finished last week. So if you haven't watched that, go check it out. Go in depth about every single, well, not every single, but like pretty much all the concepts you need to throw far. There's always nuance to every event, so I'm not going to make like a 10-hour video of literally everything I know about hammer or anything, but yeah. So I'll be making a lot more technical analysis videos and stuff, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see y'all later. Bye.